And as you communicate with President-elect Trump and have communicated with him, will you express concern about mass deportations in the city?
My concern is one concern, and we keep tinkering around the edges. We keep having this philosophical conversation about it. The voters communicated loudly and clearly. We have a broken immigration system. It needs to be fixed. That's the only conversation I want. It's broken. It needs to be fixed. And New York City was devastated by that broken system. 220,000 migrants and asylum seekers have made their way here. No financial assistance from the administration. I think it was about $200 and something million with billions of dollars we had to pay for. I don't want to see that happen again. I don't want what's taking place in Chicago and Denver, Los Angeles, Houston. I don't want to see it take place again. Let's fix our immigration system. Anything other than that, I'm not interested in that conversation. We have a broken system. I talked about this in 2022, just as I talked about violence in 2021, and voters made this the top of their list. The top of their list. When I was talking about it, everyone was just being dismissive of me, and voters said, this is a problem. And if we don't have a conversation about fixing the system, everything else is just being philosophical and theoretical, and I'm just not going to engage in that. Let's fix the system.
To be clear, sir, are you saying leave people here alone, focus on the system, or are you not even engaging on what might happen in the city and just focus on the system fix? So I understand your position.
Well, part of it is we need to either pick up the cost. Cities should not be dealing with a national problem. We need to pick up the course. And there are those here, I've said this more than once, there are those here who are repeated offenders. We need to address that. You don't come to our city and our country and commit violence acts on innocent people. But there should be a pathway to employment. I've said that. People should be allowed to work. Think about how ridiculous this is, paroling people into the country, then telling them, you cannot work from anywhere from 6 months to 2 years. I don't know why. Why doesn't this seem illogical to folks? You know, this is what we were facing. And I've said this over and over again. It is a feeder for problems. And so those who are here, figure out what we're going to do about employment, allowing people to have a pathway to pursue the American dream, secure our borders, have a decompression strategy, allow employment, deal with those who are repeated criminal offenders in our country. This is not new. It didn't matter to me who was the president. I've been saying this over and over again, and voters said the same thing.
Good morning, Mr. Mayor.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
On Fox and Friends yesterday, Trump's incoming border czar, Tom Homan, said the bottom line is, and I'm quoting, the bottom line is sanctuary cities are sanctuaries for criminals, end quote. Is New York a sanctuary for criminals?
Okay.
My question is New York a sanctuary for criminals?
Listen, this is the greatest city on the globe. The greatest city on the globe, period. And when we go back and forth, and those who have opinions on any place in this country, that's fine. But that's not where I am. Let's fix our problem, immigration problem.
Sir,
NJ.
Yes, sir.
How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good.
In fairness, sir, I think you've been less than precise in explaining your position on ICE and deportations. You know, as he said a moment ago, the border czar, incoming border czar, is saying that they're going to come in and they're going to deport people, whether New York City cooperates or not. But what's your position, sir? Should the city cooperate?
Yeah, NJ, and you're saying I'm less than precise, and I got you, because what I'm finding, there's two things I find, NJ, really more in print than in TV. When I finish my off topics and I read your stories, I said, well, we're in the same off topic. So it appears as though no matter what I say, people are putting this spin that they want us to put on there. And so I'm not engaging in that anymore. Fix immigration so that no city will have to go through what I went through. All this other conversation is not fixing the problem. The voters are stating we need to secure our borders. We need to make sure cities are not experiencing what New York City experienced. I'm willing to sit down with this administration like I tried to sit down with the previous administrations in my 10 trips to Washington and say, we have a problem that's overrunning cities. I'm hoping this administration would hear what I'm saying and listen to some of the ideas that I have been pushing for over a year now, or close to 2 years now. Anything other than that, many of you already have your stories written already. Who am I kidding? You already, you already have, they wrote already, and you're going to spin it the way you want. Fix immigration. Spin that.